And now to the next instalment of our series of tutorials about Photoshop CS5 and creating a poster, handbill or something similar using Photoshop CS5. Now you can see I've kept my original images from the last instalment because I want to use them to work with. Now I'm going to want to create some writing, some text in there. So I go down to my text tool, which is down here. That's actually the one I want. It's the horizontal text tool. And I'm going to click in the document where I want to start typing. And there it is, we can see it. Got 72 point font there. Got a drop down menu, gives all the different sizes you might want. But you notice it only goes to 72. And you'll also notice I've got 144 ticked up here. That's because I had some 144 point text before. So I can change it whatever size I want. But I'm going to go to 72. And I'm going to type music. Now, I want it in black. So there's my colour there. I can choose whatever text colour I want from these different menus. I could use the swatches tool again to change it. Same as I did for the background earlier on, but I want it in black at this stage. So I'm just going to type music in black. There it is, ready to roll. Now, it's a bit small. I want it big. So how do I get it big? Well, quite simply, I go back to the text tool, I click on the word music, but always click inside one of the letters because I don't want to create another layer just yet. As you can see, there's a text layer down there, so it's got the big T on it with the word music. It's always got the first couple of words of whatever's typed there. So I'm going to go click there again. I'm going to highlight it like you would do in Word or any other desktop publishing program. And I want to make it bigger. Now, I can't use the drop-down menu for anything bigger than 72 points, sorry. So if I just highlight it, so click and highlight like you'd highlight any text in any document, and I'm going to type 200. And there's this giant word. It's off the page. I can drag it in, and there it is. There's the music. Okay, so I've got my music that I'm going to use in my poster. Now, the first thing I notice there is, look, I try to move it up here, and I've got a problem with the JPEG of the crest. But you can see it's running over, it goes over the top of the other things quite well. Now I'm going to show you how to fix that JPEG problem in a bit, but at present we're just going to leave the word music here. Now I want to add another word, another bit of text. So I'm going to click again. I'm just going to take the font down to 60 point. Dear me. I'll just undo that. Oh, I didn't want that, did I? New text. Click there and then take the font down. And I'm going to type music again. Slightly smaller size font. I might make it up to 72, so select it. Again, like any word processing program. And hit 72. And there it is. There's music again. I can move that around. And you can see that I've got two layers there called music. Now, this is where these little eye buttons, eye icons are really handy because they're both the same. I could rename one and call it music large and music small, or if I just need to check quickly which one's which, I just turn them on and off. So the top one is the little music. Now, I want to go back to this big one, so I know that's that there. Let's just check. Yep, that's that one. See me turning it on and off there, clicking the eye. I want to move this up here in the corner. I want this right at the top. And now I want my other music underneath it. Maybe there. And I could add more text on whatever I want. I said I've got a problem with this image here. As you can see, the white background is in the way. Now, if I'd used a PNG file here, I wouldn't have this problem, but I've used a JPEG. So, I'm going to go to the Magic Wand tool. Now, the Magic Wand tool is under the Quick Selection tool. So, there's our Magic Wand tool. I'm going to go to the crest. There it is there, SJC Woodlawn Logo 14. Click on that. Now, remember early on I said about being in the photography workspaces, all the different workspaces. This little program called the Net Program App part of it called the navigator is really handy because I can zoom right in. So watch me. Zoomed right into the image. There's that square. That red square there indicates the frame I'm working in. I'm going to bring it up to here so I can see my crest. Click on it. If I just use the magic wand tool and click in there once, I'm going to get the marching ants, as we call them. You can see the selection tool. All I have to do now is hit delete, and the background's gone. Now, I've got to get rid of these marching ants, don't I? Because that's a nuisance. If I hit Command and D, the marching ants go. So it's always handy to remember that Command D to get rid of your marching ants. Now I'll just zoom my navigator back out. It's a really handy little tool, that navigator. And there it is. I've got my woodlawn crest overlaying or overlapping the word music. Now I want to take that crest up a little bit more to the corner. If I want to, there I go. Now if I want to get really, really careful and precise with the positioning, I'm going to use my navigator again so I can see what I'm doing here. That's a little bit close to the edge. I can use the arrows tool. If I go to use the down arrow tool here, you can see I'm moving it down 1 pixel at a time, which is really handy for precise sizing, and then in another pixel. So just so I can get things really, really exactly where I want. So there we go. Music with the overlaying crest. Now, I could also have it so it goes behind the microphone. So I might go to my music. Which one is it? Not that one. That's the next one down. Yep, the big one. Click on that so it's blue so I can see. I'm going to drag it down a bit. I also need to move the other music now because it's in the way. See, I can move things around here and put my text wherever I want it. Okay, back to the big one. Check that I've got the right one. Yep, I have. Now, here's my microphone. If I move my microphone up so it's above that music, it goes in front. Because it's a PNG file, it has no background. So I can have it look like the word music is behind it. I could do the same with the crest if I wanted. I could bring the crest down so it was sitting behind music, but I wouldn't do that with the crest because it's something that we'd want in it to be seen totally. So by moving these layers around, you can create different effects as how your text goes. So that was a fairly involved lesson there, but if you want to play around now with a couple of different words and images and putting them behind there, resizing them, moving them around, you're well on the way to creating an interesting looking poster.